Their second album, again, this was included in the box set, The Buried Life. Another really good album, not as good, I think, as the first one, but still really good stuff on here. The song I really love is Fried Awake, but really there's a lot of good songs in here. I love the photography that they use on their stuff too. They use a lot of fruit paintings. You'll see that as we go on because I've got a few of their stuff. Again, more photographs from some of the EPs that came out along with this. Again, it's a double album, so the gatefold there, double 2-record set. They released EP or songs that were released on the EPs. They released them as the extras here, so it's not just the album. It comes with extras. Again, the little CD-sized booklet for The Buried Life, which is different from the actual CD that came out. Lyrics and pictures and all kinds of cool stuff. And let's see, do I have that? Yeah. So I have the CD as it came out. Of course, it doesn't want to come out of the case now. So The Buried Life looked like that on CD. The back of it. And the inserts, you see this same photography that you see on the inside of the gatefold. But again, it's different. It's nice that these little booklets that came with the new records have a little bit more extra, and they talk about not only the stuff that came out on the album, but also the extra outtakes and stuff that are included in that. So that's pretty sweet. The vinyl, 2 records. The labels look like so, with the pink writing, and it's pink vinyl for this album. So again, pink vinyl, blah, blah, blah. Then, next up on this box set tour, Sounds of Medicine. This is an EP that they released around the same time as that Buried Life, the Buried Life album, 1993. There's the back. The front cover is different than the CD. I don't have the CD anymore, but the front cover is different. The back is the same. This is some rework stuff. They kind of went in and remixed some songs like Miss Drugstore and stuff. I guess I didn't get to the EP. I skipped over the EP. But there's a song called Time Baby. Well, the original song is called Time Baby 2. And I'll talk about that in a second. But on this album, it's called Time Baby 3. This was produced by Robin Guthrie, the guitarist for the Cocteau Twins. And he plays guitar on this song. And Liz Fraser, the vocalist for Cocteau Twins, she sings backup on this song as well, Time Baby 3. This song, that version of the song with Liz and Robin is included in the Crow soundtrack. So if you've ever heard Medicine before, that's probably where you heard it, was in the Crow soundtrack. They also released it around the same time, actually right before that album came out, this came out. This EP is called Come Here to Drink Milk. Or it's called 5 because the name of the single of the song is called 5. But it's also got Time Baby on here, but it's Time Baby 2. It's an earlier version. It's not the version that was produced by Liz and Robin. And it is, I love it so much better. Even though I love the Cocteau Twins, I really prefer the original version because it's just really raunchy and raw and loud. And the guitar is just completely fuzzed out. It's fantastic. So if you can get a hold of Time Baby 2, it's available in all different places, either on this EP, it's available on that this record, I believe. So they have Time Baby 2 on here. Maybe they don't. No, they don't. They don't have Time Baby 2 on here. They do have a best of release that's on their Bandcamp, and it's also on iTunes that you can track down. But definitely Time Baby 2 over Time Baby 3. Sounds silly saying that out loud. Time Baby 2 over Time Baby 3. Then their next album after that, called Her Highness. I do not have vinyl for this because vinyl does not exist for this. This is CD or MP3 only. I would love to have this on vinyl. This is an awesome album released on American Records, again, just like the last few. The songs Candy Candy, All Good Things, Fractured Smile, Aarhus, which I believe is a city in Denmark. Farther Down. It's got some really great songs in this, still really loud, really fantastic. So that's 95, I believe this came out. Yeah, 95. After that, they broke up. And I actually saw them in concert here in Tempe for this album. And then they broke up. Kind of went their separate ways. Brad Lehner, who's the guitarist, genius songwriter who creates their sound, he just kind of did his own thing. He had like separate bands that he was working with and solo stuff. You can actually go to Brad Lehner if you go to his Bandcamp. He's got like tons and tons and tons of albums that he's done, produced. You can buy, download it all on there, including a lot of this Medicine stuff too on his Bandcamp. So then they released an album in 2003. It was just Brad Lehner, and he got a vocalist to do this, just him and her. And she is Shannon Lee. She is the daughter of Bruce Lee, the famous karate movie star hero. His daughter, Shannon Lee, sings on that album, and it's called The Mechanical Forces of Love. I don't have it. I don't like it. It's electronic. It's not Medicine. Every time I listen to it, I think, this doesn't even sound like Medicine. Why am I bothering with this? I don't know. It's not for me. Listen to it. Maybe you'll like it. But anyway, I just think it's really kind of cool that Bruce Lee's daughter sings on it. Then they did nothing. The band just kind of still off doing their own things. Then Captured Tracks, the one who made this box set. So I'll show you the box set. This came out in 2012. That's what the cover looks like. And inside it came with those 3 records, the 2 albums, and then that EP, that Sound of Medicine EP. It also came with this cassette, and it's a live cassette on tour 92 to 94. I was really excited to get this, but I listened to it. I sampled it first online, and it is hot garbage. It is such a lousy live recording. I don't like it. It's not good. I don't like it. Whatever. I got the other stuff is fantastic in this box set, so I don't really care. It came with this little cool promo insert, or promo little poster deal there, a little PR advertising for the band. It came with a little lapel pin. It says Medicine on it. The cover there, the artwork there, is the cover of, I believe, that Best Of that I was telling you about that you can download on iTunes or Bandcamp. That's really cool. And that was it. So that's what came in the box set. But I'm glad I got it because I really love those first 2 albums and that EP. Then they released, did I show? I didn't show the album for that Sound of Medicine. This is the label for it, that EP that Robin Guthrie did with them. And it came with this weird insert. I don't know. It's a weird photograph of them live. Doesn't really tell you much. And then just some info about the EP there, the song list and such. So then they got back together. They got the whole band back together. This is, I have to look at my date, sorry, 2013. So the year after the box set. 2013, they were still on Captured Tracks label. And so they started putting out new music. So this album is called To the Happy Few. Again, they're going back to the fruit artwork. Pretty awesome. I love these. These covers are fantastic. And I love that they stick with their kind of branding with the name right across the middle like that. I just think it's awesome. The insert, more fruit paintings going on there with the lyrics. Looks like some guava maybe, or passion fruit, pears. I don't know what's going on there. Pomegranate, yeah. I think I know some fruits, not all of them. So that album came out, and it's good. It's very experimental. It's not as radio friendly, beginning, middle, and end, chorus. I don't know. It's a lot more experimental. The structure of the songs are a lot more experimental. Brad Lehner really pushes the envelope with the amount of noise that he can get with his guitars and stuff. But there's some gems in there, hidden in there. You just got to listen for it and have some patience. But it's not bad. So this is on orange vinyl here. So that's To the Happy Few is the name of that album, and that is 2013. Also in 2013, the record label released this little live EP called In Session, and it's got a few songs there that are pretty good that we all know and love from the band. and then a couple of songs that were off that last album that I just showed you that came out. So that's pretty cool. This is like one of the it's like a first time I've ever bought vinyl that I didn't know what it sounded like before I bought it, because all these other things I had already previewed. Comes out on this cool vinyl deal, or I guess it's cool, I don't know. Maybe it's cool, maybe it's not, but it's this tricolor vinyl, picking up on the colors from the album cover. So the label's there, Captured Tracks, Medicine, In Session 2013. Then in 2015, I believe, 2014, they put out another album called Home Everywhere, again on the same label. Nice little gatefold there with some flower paintings and the lyrics. I believe this is just black vinyl. It's just a single record, black vinyl. Again, as with the last album, a lot of experimentation by Brad. Beth Thompson, still awesome vocalist, love her voice. But anyway, that's the last of their output that I have to date. Medicine, really loud, really raw, not smooth and beautiful like My Bloody Valentine. I mean, it's beautiful, but in a totally different way. So check them out. I would be remiss to skip a band. I'm going to just interject them right here real quick. The early 90s. This album is one of the best shoegaze albums. Lush, Spooky. I'm just going to throw this in there. I'm not going to go into Lush because I did a whole video based on just them, but they have to be included in this group that I'm talking about today. So definitely check them out. The last band I want to talk about is a band out of Boston called the Swirlies. I love this band. I don't know. I got this album somewhere. I think it was a blind buy back in '92. Still in college. I was buying a lot of records back in those days and CDs, and I didn't know what I was going to get with this. I just liked the way that they put their records together, the album cover anyway. I liked how it looked, and it just sounded interesting. So I bought the CD. The CD I had, this is what I've had since '92. This record is a reissue that I recently bought. Before that came out, I didn't even say the name of the album, but let me first talk about, that was the first thing that I got. But then I started buying all their other stuff. This is a CD. This is their first EP that I have. They released a lot of weird stuff, like through websites and through like fanzines, I guess. They're one of those like DIY kind of bands. So they put out a lot of like little mini EPs and stuff, 7 inches and flexi discs, I guess, and stuff through fanzines and stuff. And I don't have all of that stuff, but this is the first like major kind of release that they released like on record and CD and stuff. It's called What to Do About Them. I love this. I love this album. It's 8 songs, so it's kind of an EP. It's short because their songs kind of go by pretty fast. Here's the back of it. They're really into ostriches for some reason. So ostriches. But they are, to explain Swirlies, I think they're mostly guys. They got a singer, Shiana, who sings vocals, but the main guy, God, I can't even remember his name right now off the top of my head, Damon, he also sings vocals, so it's a guy-girl vocal kind of deal. The guitar sound is like a Sonic Youth. It's definitely a Sonic Youth influence, My Bloody Valentine influence kind of guitar sounds, but it's a real like back to basics kind of production. It's not overproduced. It's more of like a Sebado kind of production where it's really kind of thrown together and it sounds like you're listening to them in the garage. It sounds good. I mean, they're good quality recordings, but it sounds more like a garage performance than it does like a fancy studio performance. I don't know. I just love them. They have such an urgency to their sound. They're really fast. They're really quick. They're really tight. The drums are really complicated. The tempos that they keep are really complex. It's interesting. It keeps my brain, it keeps everything going really fast. Just so much going on in their music, and just really, I just love their tempo changes and everything, and the layered guitars, and the bass is great. The vocals are great. Everything's just comes together so well, even though it just sounds like these are a bunch of kids in a garage. It's just really awesome stuff. So that first thing that I talked about, what to do about them, that was 92. This also came out in 92, Blonder Tongue Audio Baton, the album I was talking about earlier, their debut full-length album on Tang Records. Everything here is on Tang Records. Again, out of Boston. This album is just freaking amazing. It's almost a perfect album. It's one of my favorite shoegaze, or just in general, any kind of album. Bell is His Love Washed Away, Pancake, Jeremy Parker, Tree Chop Down, Wrong Tube, Wait Forever. There's so many great songs on this. I love it. This re-release is really nice. It came with this little mini poster with a bunch of artwork and writing and such, and I don't know what they're talking about, but good stuff anyway. And then the inner sleeve has got this little cartoon deal going on, and then all the record information on the back. Tang Records, let's see, yeah, Tang Records, there's the label here, Tang Records, and it's on green vinyl. So again, this is a fairly recent reissue. I was very happy to find. Ordered it directly through Tang Records. At the same time, they released this, Broke Dick Car. It's an EP on CD. I used to have the CD. I don't know where it is anymore. The CD had more songs on it than this 7-inch does, but I still ordered it because I just wanted, because I love, actually the song on here, Wrong Tube, is a song off of this album, Blonder Tongue Audio Baton. But this version of the song is so much better. It's more punchier, it's faster, it's just got more energy to it. I prefer this, so if you like that song Wrong Tube and you want a better version of it, if you can find Broke Dick Car, it's got a better version. This is the back of it. You can see the little band members there. They're just young kids. They just look like kids playing some really amazing shoegaze music in Boston. Let's see, this is supposed to come out, but it doesn't want to come out. Tang Records, and again, green vinyl. I guess they're into the green for this. And then years later, after that came out, they released another full-length album. And this is 1995. And I have to read this song title out, or this album title out, because there's no way I'm going to get it off the top of my head. It's called They Spent Their Wild Youthful Days in the Glittering World of the Salons. That's the name of the whole album. And it's CD only. There's no listing anywhere of this being available on vinyl. This is the album cover, and then it's got all this craziness going on the inside of the CD. They're really into doing their little art projects, their little collages and stuff, and lots of references to ostriches. They're really into the ostrich thing for some reason. This album is freaking amazing too. I love this album. There's the song listings on there. Tang Records, French radio. Oh, in her many newfound freedom. No identifier. Sounds of Sebring. Pony. Two Girls Kissing. Sterling Moss. Sun. Just fantastic. I love this album. If you can find this, definitely pick it up. Again, I don't know. Shoegaze isn't for everybody. It's for me. I love listening to music that challenges you, that throws so much at you that it requires you to give several listens before you start picking up on everything that's going on. And to me, that's what shoegaze does. There's just such a wall of sound, and there's so many different things going on. And what's great about vinyl too is that when you're listening to it, I feel like it separates it all. It's not all compressed like on a CD or MP3. It's all separated, so you can hear all the little things out of the left and right speakers that you really didn't catch before. I don't know. I love shoegaze. I don't care if anybody thinks that it's, I don't know, old, outdated, whatever, out of fashion. I don't really care. I love shoegaze, and I think these bands that I just listed today, the 5 that I listed, are the best to me. People will talk about Ride and Slow Dive, and that's fantastic. I'm just not, I don't know, a Chapter House, Swerve Driver, they just throw all these different things at you, and that's cool. But these 5 are the best of the best to me for the early 90s shoegaze sound. So I hope you didn't mind listening to all that. It's been 40 minutes, my longest video yet, I think. But there's just a lot to go through, and I love these bands. Check them out. I'll try to put some sound clips or something in this video. I never know what I'm going to put in until I'm in the editing phase, and post-production is when I decide what song, if I'm going to include something. So you might hear one of these bands during that, or maybe I'll do a compilation of all of them, and hopefully YouTube doesn't tag me for it. But anyway, have a great weekend. Enjoy your Saturday, Sunday, and just thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Subscribe, like if you want. Peace, everybody.
Slave, I'd do anything that wrap those pearls around your neck, anything to make you pay, anything to make you smile. That smile